welcome back to the Out of Bounds Podcast, episode 50. It is crazy we are at this point with the podcast. If I sound different, it is because I am using a different mic and headset entirely because I recently got a new PC and I thought that a lot of my old equipment needed an upgrade. So I'm using a different headset with a new PC and I still gotta update the monitor, keyboard, and mouse, which I probably should have done before the headset, but the other one was breaking apart, so I gotta do what I gotta
Breaking Bad.
do. Yeah, so welcome back. We're gonna be giving our picks as well as what we are sad about that happened last week. Also, if you notice we did not do an episode last week. Instead, I just told you what Matt and I's picks are on the YouTube community posts. If you want to go see what our picks were to know that we weren't cheating, you can go in there. I uploaded them before the Thursday night football game, but we didn't even use the Thursday night football game as one of our picks. So there you go. All right, to move on. You may notice in my voice, well, it might be hard to notice in my voice, because I don't know what exactly it will sound like through editing yet. Probably not great. But this, I think headset is more expensive than my last one. Actually, that's a lie. My last one was like $70 or $80. But this one is Bluetooth, so it's better.
It's
But
Bluetooth?
anyway, what's that, Matt? Yeah, it's kind of like yours. There was a problem this past week, and that was the Eagles handed their first loss of the season. And all of the people, let me say to all the people that are like, they were exposed, this proves they're not the best team in the NFL. You are all so stupid and so wrong. Why the Eagles lost was because of the huge amount of penalties that were not called against us. I could go on for hours. The face mask against Goddard, and now Goddard's on injured reserve. One of the best tight ends in the NFL is on injured reserves right now because the Commanders played dirty. They called a face mask, and they were like, oh no, that's just a fumble. We're not going to call that face mask penalty at all. I want to launch a full investigation into the NFL because the penalties this season that are not called and the penalties that are called are absolutely atrocious. Like this roughing the passer penalty against Brandon Graham to hit Taylor Heineke. That was so stupid. Like, if that was the case, then every single player, QB, that knows they're going to get sacked, they're just going to take a knee. Because why else would they, like, that just automatically gives them first down. They're like, oh, I'm going to get a hit. All right, let me just take a knee, and boom, first down. Like, that is such a cheat sheet in the NFL. It's like, oh my god. And that would not have been called if it were other quarterbacks.
Okay.
Also, it wasn't Jalen Hurts' fault. He deserves to be the MVP. Quez Watkins fumbled a pass from him that was a game-winning pass, and A.J. Brown also got it. That was honestly like pretty good coverage by whoever was covering him to get that interception. So I can't even really be mad about that. But two perfectly thrown balls by Jalen Hurts that ended up as turnovers. It just pisses me off. All right, Matt, say what you're gonna say. My bad.
Okay, the roughing the passer call was the right call.
No, it was not.
He gave himself up, which
no,
means
it was not.
He gave himself up, which means
Matt. All right. So let's say I go back to pass. I see that a defender is coming at me. Let me just take a knee because I know that a 300-pound man that is 6 feet away from me does not have the ability to stop.
I've heard almost none of that.
Oh my god.
No, your mic was just, like, it got so weird that I just couldn't hear anything you were saying.
I am going to
Anyway, John, that is correct. You can do that. If you give yourself up and they still
a 300-pound man that is running full speed, that is 6 feet away from me, does not have the ability to stop, Matt.
Yeah, if they rule that he didn't have the ability to stop, then they won't. but the ref came out and said because Brandon Graham, and I don't agree with this part, that he hit him in the neck and head area.
Oh.
Anywho, yeah, the face mask, that was bad, but like what I'm saying is just they didn't deserve to win that at any point in the game.
The Eagles?
Like besides when they were
We
up 14
deserve to win
they were
every
awful.
single time. But also, what was that stupid what's it called? That when CD, I call him CD Deuce now because that's his name on his Instagram. But CJ Gardner Johnson pushed Terry McLaurin out of bounds. They're like, oh, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 23. Like, no! That was. He barely went out of bounds. Oh my god. And everyone that's watching this that isn't an Eagles fan is gonna be like, John, you're just rooting for them because they're your home team. No, if this was the Chiefs, Bills, Vikings, Jags, I don't care. I would be like, what the hell is with these penalties that don't deserve to that aren't getting called?
Okay, yeah, but like they couldn't stop the run, and they turned it over so many times that they deserve to lose. But anyway,
I'm not gonna like say that our defense didn't play bad. They played bad. Gannon did not adjust at all. I would rather Matt as my defensive coordinator, if I'm being completely honest. I honestly make me the offensive coordinator of the Eagles as well because I would be the best offensive coordinator in the NFL. No, Matt. I know for a fact I would make the Eagles the best offense in the entire NFL. I am a very run-heavy offensive team. We got the best running game in the NFL when we use it. We got Sanders, who's good. We got Boston Scott, who's good. We got Kenneth Gainwell, who's good. And also we got the main power weapon, Jalen Hurts. This man squats more than a 280-pound center, my guy. So yeah, give me those weapons and I will for sure make this the best running team in the NFL.
Okay. First off, I would rather so many other people before you because you don't know any schemes.
What are you talking about? Do you know how much Madden I've played? Matt, I've beaten you in Madden in championships countless of times, and you're telling me that I am not a better coach than you? Screw you! I only play offense, man, and I am winning championships over you all the time. Whenever we start a new league, who's the first to win the championship? It's this guy. Even if I have the worst
team, even hear you, John.
It's this guy. Oh, can you not?
I can't hear you. No, because your mic. You keep going like.
If I go so high pitched to my voice, I guess it's not allowing you
just can't hear it. If you go like when you get that high, I just can't hear you.
I'll try not to get that high, but I am getting very, very pissed off. Just
John, I never said
the fact that
I'm a better coordinator. And just to say, you can't be like, oh, because like John, your offense in Madden, I'm telling you, your running back is not averaging like 10 yards a carry, and your quarterback is not averaging 400 passing yards.
In Madden, they don't average 10 yards a carry, Matt. They usually average like 2 or 3 yards per carry, but I use my quarterback. Matt, listen to me. I use my quarterback and running back as a very power dynamic duo where I weary them out. They don't know what to expect. They don't know if I'm passing the ball. They don't know when I'm running. And then once I'm in a groove, I power on the running game to the point where they can't stop it. The defense is tired, and I'm just pound, pound, pound. I just can't believe you actually think that was a good call. Taylor Heinicke
what kneel. Call?
The Taylor Heinicke kneel.
Yeah, that was in the that's in the rule book.
Oh my god! You think a 300-pound defensive end that is 6 feet away from you, that's already running full speed, can stop?
Okay, I personally wouldn't make the call because it's stupid, but it is a call.
I think that's one of those things that they gotta look at when they're
They
doing the
have to,
calls in
you
the
have to be able
NFL
to
this off
review.
season.
No. Let me go. You have to be able to review like some of these penalties because
Yeah,
like
like roughing the passer.
they review it for the fumble and they're like, oh yeah, that is. But
Like,
like,
bro, the roughing the passer in which Chris Jones literally sacked Derek Carr and Derek fumbled the ball and Chris Jones recovered. And they called a roughing the passer when he was sacked. He literally had the ball in his hands, and they're like roughing the passer. Like, what the hell? He's getting
like
sacked. What do you mean roughing the passer? And then they did it as well as to the Tom Brady. He was getting sacked, and they're like roughing the passer. Like, what? Oh
you
my
can name
god.
so many Tom Brady roughing the passers that would be like, no, that's not a matter. Anyway, I'm just gonna I'm going to
Let's just change the topic off the Eagles and
wait,
Commanders for
no.
this.
You have to be able to review some penalties because you know the NFL is like, oh yeah, we're all for player safety. Then why couldn't we then call the face mask? If
True.
players are held to a higher accountability, it won't happen. It won't happen nearly as much as it is.
There's so much stuff in the NFL that I'm just really pissed off at.
No,
All
at this
right.
point, you know, I do think I'm a better coordinator than you.
You are not. No way in hell are you. All right, let me just get into the upsets of the week, or like the biggest ones at least. Packers beat the Cowboys in a great matchup. That was amazing. Love seeing the Cowboys get defeated and by a bad team. Makes it so much better. Uh, Colts with Jeff Saturday winning over the Raiders. I'm not betting on the Raiders again. Screw you. Always messing up my parlays. Raiders, even though help me, I think it was like 2 weeks ago or whatever in this very podcast. Steelers beating the Saints. That one I was kind of upset about. I think they should start Jameis. I don't want to. I don't want to hear too
Yeah,
much chanting.
yeah.
It's just, oh, whatever. Vikings
For the
and
overall
Bills.
pick.
Everyone was like, "This is the best game this season." Let's calm down a little. It wasn't the Chiefs versus Bills playoff game, all right?
Yeah,
And
but
it
we said this
wasn't
season.
Chargers
We said this season.
Raiders. Yeah, I know they're saying this season, but
Okay,
we
Justin Jefferson.
there's a lot of football that's left to be played. Justin Jefferson played fantastic, and I'm happy I didn't have to face him in fantasy. Uh, although I did beat who had Joe Mixon when he scored 55 points last week, and I managed to win that game. I was like, God is real. But it was a very good matchup. I was watching Red Zone, so I got to see all the action. I couldn't believe when they stopped the Vikings at the goal line. They're like, let's go back to the Bills and Vikings game. Josh Allen fumbles the ball in the end zone, and the Vikings recover for a touchdown. I was like, Scott, you gotta be lying. Oh, all right. Anything else you guys
Yeah,
say?
talk about fantasy.
I don't want to talk about that either. So, if you want to know what our picks were last week, Matt chose the Seahawks to beat the Buccaneers, Cardinals to beat the Rams, 49ers to beat the Chargers, which he went 2-1, and I chose the Titans to beat the Broncos, Dolphins to beat the Browns, and Chiefs to beat the Jaguars. So I went 3-0 for our picks. We are probably the only I'd like to bet that we are one of the only podcasts in which one of us has had a perfect week for, let me see the last time none of us had a perfect week. I think that was like week 2. Uh yeah, week 2 was our last time in which neither of us had a perfect week. So the current rankings are Matt is 16-5 and I am 13-8. So I think like they should just buy it. If ESPN wants to buy us, perhaps we could be in talks.
Well,
But we are better than all their analytics people, honestly. Dan
mm-hmm.
Orlovsky, step aside. Marcus Spears.
I'm just saying, Eagles.
Mina Kim.
I would quit this if you guys offer me a job.
If who?
If the Eagles offer me a job, I'd
The
be
Eagles offering you a job?
yeah, I'd
They
be
should
out.
offer both of us a job, honestly. I improve the offense, and you can just, I don't know, be walking around the facility. Alright, time to get into our picks this week. Would you like to go first? I think I went first last time.
Okay, so it's gonna sound so stupid when I say this, but you know, I'm sure some of you have seen this on social media. This guy predicted all of the Jets games with a coin flip.
Was he right
This week
this
it said
week? Oh wait, that was their bye week. My bad. Never mind.
there's their bye week. This week they're facing the Patriots, and the coin says they're gonna lose. So my first pick, I'm gonna have the Patriots to beat the Jets.
Interesting.
My source is the coin flip.
The source is the. So you're going off of superstition that the Jets are gonna lose against the Patriots, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
All right. Well, give me the Cincinnati Bengals to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers away because the Bengals have been playing fantastic. I know TJ Watt is back and he played great this past weekend. One of the big reasons why the Steelers won the game was due to him, but I just think the Bengals are the much better team right here. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm regretting it right now because I'm just picturing Joe Burrow running for his life against TJ Watt right now in my head, and it is not pretty. But I already said it. I'm going with the Bengals, locking in. I feel like I'm on the chase, where they're like, oh wait, no, what? It's not the chase. What's the? Oh,
it's
it's
the wall.
The wall, where they're like, I think it's this, so I'm gonna guess this. Lock it in. Whatever. Alright, your next pick.
My next one, I'm gonna go with the team that I personally love. I'm a great fan of their quarterback. I'm going to pick. No, this is not like I don't think
I
anyone is
already know
picking
who
against
you're
me on this
picking.
one. I'm picking the Ravens to beat the Panthers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
This is kind of an easy pick when it's
it's an
against the
easy pick.
Panthers.
You picked the Chiefs last week, so I thought I should get my super reward myself.
So when you said I'm picking a quarterback I really like, I thought you were gonna pick the Giants, and I was gonna be like, I hate this guy. But
No, did you see what I sent you
no, what did you send me?
on Instagram? It might not send because I had bad connection. But
Last thing I saw was you sent me was what would happen if the Flash vaped. And
I saw that. Okay. I saw that as an ad. I'm like, that's funny. Okay. Yeah, no, but only 2 qualify. I was like, and then a 2-minute video. I'm like, I might have to watch that. Anyway, only 2 quarterbacks have thrown an interception on fewer than 1% of their passes this season.
Oh,
Tom
yeah,
Brady,
I did
0.5. Daniel Jones, 0.8. Danny Dimes.
How's that stat even true? Tom Brady's been doing terrible this season.
He hasn't thrown that many interceptions.
Let me pick my game. This is tough. A lot of evenly matched teams facing off this week. There are a few teams I would pick, but have let me down in the past. So I'm gonna pick the Bears to defeat the Falcons at Atlanta. I'm locking in.
Ooh,
Even though the Bears were absolutely terrible last week. And I mean the Falcons were terrible last week as well, but I mean they got a mini bye week now.
So my last pick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm sorry, it's not gonna be grand or exciting, but I'm gonna pick the 49ers to beat the Cardinals. Monday Night Football. Give it to me. Give me Christian McCaffrey.
I would love
Give
to
me
pick the
D'Lo.
Eagles, but I'm not picking them because I don't want to jinx it. We've been doing hot this year, and I don't want me to be the reason why they lose because I do believe in superstition. I believe that there will always be one team, if I were to bet on them, they're going to lose because God is like, I cannot let any of John's parlays hit unless they are the USFL. Which, by the way,
That's what I should do.
the Memphis Snowboats are the new team in the USFL. I'm thinking about the Titans here. I would pick the Bills if they weren't playing in huge amounts of snow and if Josh
I was like,
Allen was
I saw
fully
like
healthy.
3 feet.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm excited to see the game. I probably won't be able to see the game. This is tough. So I think I'm going to be choosing the Giants to beat the Lions at home. I don't like rooting for an NFC East team that isn't the Eagles, but give me the Giants to defeat the Lions at home. All right. There you have it. Our picks for the week. Sorry that you heard me ranting very, very angrily. Is angrily even a word? Or is it has to be angrily, right? Angrily.
Angry.
Angrily. It's not
I
just
just
angry.
just do angry.
No, because that's not proper English. If I'm like, sorry if you heard me yelling angry, it'd be yelling angrily.
I don't think
Angry,
angrily is a
angrily.
word.
It's gotta be. I'm looking this up right now. It's a word according to Oxford Languages Dictionary. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the 50th episode. It's our 50th anniversary, man. Did you buy me flowers? Alright, see you guys next week. See you.
Bye.